everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Gray Man. Of course, probably everybody's watching it. Just released on Netflix tonight. It's Friday night. I don't know when you're viewing this, but this is the night it was released. And it's about a CIA operative whose true identity becomes known, and an ex-operative, a psychopath, former colleague, puts a bounty on his head. So there's a lot of assassins after them. Real quick, The Gray Man. Is it me? Or does everybody struggle with the spelling of gray? Probably just me. G-R-A-Y? What is G-R-E-Y? I often don't know. This is G-R-A-Y. But it stars Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. So and at the Armas. I didn't know she was in this. Billy Bob Thornton. Wow, okay. So that's cool. I didn't know. I just knew the first two were in it. Here's the bad news. Only 6.6 on IMDb. 10,465 people rated it so far. So, I don't know, 2 hours and 2 minutes, Friday night. I'm excited. I like these kinds of movies. So, let's see. I'll get into it, find out what it's about, and then let you know what I think. And I think now I'll spell gray, G-R-A-Y, until somebody tells me why I should spell it some other way. I don't know. Alright, maybe I'm just dumb. Probably that. Alright, I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching The Gray Man. We're at the 1 hour, 12 minute, and 2 second mark. So a little over halfway. I almost forgot to check in. Very action-heavy movie, as you can imagine. It has Captain America, Chris Evans in it, as well as Ryan Gosling. Okay, I don't need to look. Ryan Gosling is our main good character. So Billy Bob Thornton is a member of the CIA, and he starts his own group, I guess, I forget, division would be a good answer. And basically what he's doing is he goes into prisons, finds people who have killed people, who have a long sentence that he thinks he can make into assassins, essentially. And so that's where Ryan Gosling comes in. So he gets recruited and he becomes an assassin. Now they're called something else, I forget, I don't know, but that whole thing. And then meanwhile, there's another guy, years down the road, I think 8 years later or something like that, that comes into the CIA and kind of wants to wipe out that whole, band of hooligans, if you will, including Billy Bob Thornton. And so that's kind of what it's about. There's an underlining reason behind the reason that guy wants to come in and wipe them all out. And so he's targeting Ryan Gosling. And then he hires essentially Chris Evans, who is a private contractor, not underneath the rule of government. It seems like he could do whatever he wants, but he has been hired to go out and get Ryan Gosling. So there you go. Anna de Armas, whatever you say, she is. She seems like she was part of the CIA, but involved with Ryan Gosling. So I think what she did was she took over for Billy Bob Thornton after they pushed Billy Bob Thornton out. He's kind of retired, and I think she was involved in that. So she's kind of on the Ryan Gosling side. So there you go. I mean, it's a ton of action, fun, but it's not very new, I don't think. Like, in some form or fashion, we've seen movies like this quite often. But I'm entertained. I'm liking it so far. I think there's some good humor. We really don't see Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling together all that much. There's a scene or two, but right now they've been kept separate. So that's where we are. Ryan Gosling, and what I thought was really cool, and then I'll let you go so you can watch me again at the end. But he's not, he's trained, and I thought to myself, can you really take somebody who has no skills and train him into an assassin, and he's a MacGyver? You know what I mean? Like, he's got those kinds of tricks up his sleeve. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But let me get back to it here, see where it goes. We got 57 minutes left. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Gray Man. Keeping an eye on the screen because there might be some, after credits scenes. That kind of movie, I think. But in the end, good. Not great. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little harsh because of the, I think I was really looking forward to it, and it just excuse me, felt like every other type of assassin CIA movie. Bad guy at the top trying to, you know, make bad things happen to good people. Right? So, sorry, I have to keep looking because I'm afraid I'm going to miss something. You know, so it's that mindless action, which is fun, and I thought Ryan Gosling was good. I liked Chris Evans. It's interesting when you think about it. Prior to this movie, you would think, okay, if you see those two fight, who are you going to root for? Of course, you're going to root for Captain America. But this does a good job of saying, no, maybe not so fast. You might not want the, you know, Captain America win in this fight. But you know, without going into too much detail, I have a lot of questions, I think, right? So, one real quick thing, a joke throughout. They repeat the jokes a little bit, you know what I mean? Or they set the stage and they foreshadow and they have another joke or similar. 42 regular. I think I'm a 42 regular. So if you watch this movie, you'll see what I mean. That's pretty wild. That's what Ryan Gosling is. I'm sure he fills out his jacket a little bit better than me, especially in the shoulders. You know, so you got that piece of it. There are some other things. I have a question. I have two big questions that I actually logged here. So one, and I'm not going to get into any spoiler alerts. They might be intriguing to you if you haven't seen the movie. But the first question I have is, if you have a pacemaker, can you go in water? You know? I don't know. I don't know if you can or not. That's question number one. Question number two, and maybe I'll save this one for the very end. I won't ask question two. It's not going to spoil it, but it'll give you a little bit more insight to the movie. Personally, I think if I said it, you're going to start looking for that piece. It's not going to ruin the movie, but I'll save it for a little bit. But in the end, I'm also happy that Netflix went ahead. You know, I love this. It was in the theaters for a little bit of time, then it's on Netflix. So, love that. Don't stop just because I'm rating this movie a 6 and not a 7. I'm only rating it a 6, again, because it's been there, done that. I could look up and I could probably find all the movies and name them, but I'm not going to do that. But the humor was great. You know, I think the humor between Ryan Gosling and Ana de Armas was better than what I expected between Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. So there you go. That's all I got. I don't got much more. I think anybody who has Netflix and, you know, likes movies is going to watch this movie, so you really don't care what I say. But if you stuck around this long, now I'm going to tell you. It's not a spoiler, but I am going to ask this one question. So, if you don't want to hear what the question is, you can leave. If not, stick around. What happened to the brother? What happened to the brother? I kept expecting and thinking, oh, there was going to be a little, you know, I thought there was going to be something at the end, and I was like, I figured it all out. Well, guess what? What happened to the brother? So, that's my problem. Alright, that's it. I'm going to take off now. I'm watching a Jamie Foxx here, what is it? Preview, so I don't know what it is. But that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.